Yes, please go on.
Hi, it's great to meet everyone. My name is Daniel Solomon, and I'm dialing in from Dubai. Just a little bit about myself. I've been in Dubai for over 12 years. Before this, I was maybe like the brothers and sisters in the room. I never thought I'll be in a position that will care about the environment. My journey started a little bit very different. I'll just give you a little bit of the why. I was traveling to Nigeria, where I'm from, and I was traveling to Odessa, which is in Ukraine. And one of the things that I noticed is there's a lot of people who would stop me, on the road and ask me money for food. But when I ask them, why do you ask me money for food? Can't you afford food? And one of the things that always comes up in the conversation is, we need money because we need to buy food. And when I come back to Dubai, it's a different case. And as you know, a lot of people, in this country is very blessed. We're all very fortunate. A lot of people have, access to meal. But when we go to brunches, there's a lot of food that is on the table. And this gets me thinking that when you go to Nigeria or when you go to Eastern Europe, there's a lot of people who don't have access to food. And I started doing research. I realized that, there's a lot of food that we have today that is being grown, but doesn't reach the end consumers, while we have a lot of surplus food that gets thrown away when people don't have access to food. So this was the first time I came across the pressing issue of food waste, where we have so much food that's being grown while millions of people don't have access to food. And this is globally, and this affects both developed countries, and underdeveloped countries. And I thought one of the things that we all do is we all focus on different sectors as a way for us to fix the climate change issue. But the most important thing, in my opinion, is we need to fix the climate change issue by addressing food loss and food waste. And why? Because this all concerns us. As you know, not all people that we see today, can have access to food. And this is where I came up with the idea that if you look at the total number of emission that comes from the food waste and the food loss, and you compare it with the road transportation emission, that's about 87% if you compare them together. So our first priority is to solve the issue of food loss and food waste. And that's where, I got the idea and we created HeroGo. So I'm just going to quickly just, walk you through what HeroGo, what we do as a company. And I'll try to just, really keep it simple because I know a lot of people in the room understand the issue with food loss and food waste. So I'm just going to keep it really, really short. While we might be very aware of the issue of food loss and food waste, particularly in the Gulf region, 80% of every food that we eat is imported. And when food gets imported, there's about 30% that's risk of going to the landfill because they are too big, they're too small, or they're near expiration. So HeroGo, we empower the GCC countries' residents to assess better quality and more affordable groceries while they fight food loss and food waste. And the problem is every fresh produce that is grown today does not reach the supermarket, 30% of it, because they're too big. They say the tomato is too big, it's too small. We have near expiration products, and this gets wasted and ends up in a landfill. And while food goes to the landfill, 32% of the people today, when you speak to them, in terms of the global citizen, one of their concern is the cost of living. How do they reduce their cost of living? And as you know, people talk about inflation. Part of that is also their weekly grocery shopping. And as food is going to the landfill, which are perfectly good food, they might not look great. We believe that that issue should not occur. So we present a technical solution, which is a technology that allows these farmers and the importers to sell their surplus vegetables and pantry products. So a manufacturer who manufactures products, maybe the packaging is bad and cannot sell them. We're able to take this on the platform. Our solution would analyze for seasonality data. We use machine learning to ensure that we can provide convenience to the end customers. This way, we're able to suggest them with seasonal products that goes into their baskets. They can customize what they will get in a week. And this gets delivered directly to them on a subscription basis. So the solution is helping the farmers, the importers to plan demand. So they're able to understand what is seasonal, what is excess. The customers, we're suggesting them a cart where they can, we suggest what goes into their baskets. They let us know what they like, what they dislike. So some households, for instance, they don't eat some particular products. So over time, we know, for instance, what does Tommaso, what would he eat in his home? How many people is in his home? How many frequency does it get the products? And this automatically gets directed to their home. So in simple terms, there are different types of plants and boxes where you buy those products that normally will go to the landfill. They are high quality products. Customers will subscribe to different boxes and it gets delivered directly to them. So we curate them with flexible plan where they can customize it. And this is where we also have corporate clients like offices who would subscribe. They're able to promote healthy living among the employees, but also meeting their sustainability goal. As we track the data in terms of a 4 kg of fruits and vegetable is landing in the landfill. There's a lot of water that's gone to grow that fruits and vegetables. So we want to quantify that. So we know that's about 800 liters of water, depending on the types of fruits and vegetables. And in most cases, that's over 200 CO2e that has been saved. And this is where corporate clients join the platform to help to fight for food waste. So how it works, the farmers, they already plant products. A food manufacturer already has different products. Our platform, we scan for seasonal products, so we know what is growing from time to time. We have a facility where the farmers and the importers will bring the products, we curate them, and we deliver them overnight to different homes and also offices. So we started 3 years ago. We're Future 100 company, 2023 and 2024 here in the UAE. We have over tens of thousands of users on the platform. One of the things is, as we deliver these boxes, we need to quantify the impact that we're making. And to go back to the reason why we started, anytime we deliver a vegetable box, something like this, we commit in providing 2 meals to those in need. So we distribute them, we pack them with like the UAE Food Bank and other local entities who are responsible to deal with food loss and food waste. We package good meals, and then we go to the community and we hand over meals to those in need. So far, we've made a lot of impact, and we're currently tracking our goals on the SDG 2, which is zero hunger, and responsible consumption and production, SDG 12.3. And by 2025, our goal is to continue to drive the impact based on the volume that we provide, which is over 1 million meals to those in need, by ensuring that good food that goes to waste is put into action. And that's rescuing over 20,000 tons of food, which is equivalent to 30,000 metric tons of CO2e. It's the same environmental impact if you were to plant 1.3 million trees, mature trees in a year. And that's the impact that we've been making. And we believe that, as we continue to scale, our responsibility as every home, regardless of where we are globally, is to continue to share this awareness to ensure that fighting for food waste and food loss is a top priority among the conversations that happens in the house, but not just in the house, but a conscious effort on policies that supports farmers to be able to sell their products that normally some manufacturers or supermarket would not take from them, and also what supermarkets are throwing away because they're near expiration, or restaurants. And as we continue to find impact, this way we're able to solve the crucial issue of the climate change by addressing food loss, but making food available to millions of people. And that's me in about 5 minutes. Definitely would love to connect and learn more, and also tell you more about the passion and what we're building. But I perfectly believe that food loss and food waste should continue to be a top priority. Thank you, and thank you for allowing me to share the opportunity.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Can you see me? Okay.
How are you?
So,
I see you okay.
thank you. We recorded everything. We'll do an editing. Thank you so much for your speech.
Of course.
And we got all. And that's it. We go to the next speech, but one main thing. Remember, in the next couple of months, to deliver the paper. I mean,
Correct.
10, 15, 20 pages of the paper, because we are going to present this to the COP in Belém, Brazil, in November. So we have time.
Correct.
But remember, that is very important to describe the project. Okay?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's great to connect again, and best of luck to the rest of the speech. I wouldn't take so much of your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bon, allora.